but it was an opportunity for me to just express, what goes through my head. And I will honestly say, I never expected the poem the day to take off the way it did, because of the fact that I wrote that poem exclusively for when I was hosted, to change up the vibe and give an opportunity where there would be a man or woman. It was never meant for me to recite. It was literally meant for like to take two random people, a male and a female, and say, listen, now you come up and now you do this poem. And it was meant, and the fact that I wrote the female's part was what needed thing, because I kid you not, I had this random lady stop me in then what was La Grande Marché. She was like, oh my God, I went home, and because of the dick I had to break it last night.
Okay.
And I was like, what? Like, wait, where am I and who are you? Why are we having this conversation? But it was, it was like completely random. It was completely out there. But she said that the whole thing about, especially the part where I said,
made me feel patriotic.
The deep sea diving and made me feel patriotic. She said she went home without her man. I was like, oh.
She like it was a voice.
I don't know. But the whole thing about that was, it's like I said earlier. I'm easily can write down thing, and I'm like, this is like literally out there. I wrote that the morning of the day I have to do. And I literally sat down and wrote that because of the fact I was like, you know what? I can fuck with the poet now. I can make a poem now. I can make men and women interact with each other, because in those situations, women have the most to say, and men are like, I know you want.
And actually, what I really like with that poem too was when they flipped it.
Yes. The girl that like, oh snap! I did not see that coming. Honestly,
was
I didn't.
No,
you was. I don't think you were even here. No.
Oh my God, where
it was this new chick, and she saw me. She was like, yeah, I really enjoy it. And I was like, okay. Alright, so we take it in.
And that was actually like her first time coming to the Poets Lounge.
And she was like,
I don't remember if
she came, and the weird part about it was, she came up and she was like, yeah, I want, because when I was doing it, I was like letting the ladies know, listen, you gotta come up, and when you come up, you gotta read this, you gotta read it with like emphasis, feeling it.
With some
oomph in it, And she was like, yeah, I want to come up here, but I want to do the part, I want to do the guy part.
And you really didn't expect it.
I didn't see that coming. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, fellas, who wanted to come up here and do the female part? And they were like, ain't doing that. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll take one for the team. So I went up there and I think, and she like.
So she was like, what, the pussy?
Yeah.
Yes. Where was I not there?
She was like, I know what you mean. I got what you mean. You mean? And she was like,
and
I was like, what?
I don't really want to kill his creative, his vision when he wrote the poem, but it actually makes more sense.
Yeah, right.
When the woman is reading what he wrote as the male part.
Yeah, right.
It makes more sense. Be like, I know you want this pussy.
Yeah, because the power of the that's why.
He want to drop the dick,
but you see, I made the whole thing. I even incorporated music into it at the end, and that's what that's the theme I was going for. Because at the end, it has a part with Jay Holiday in it, where the song "Bed."
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, when he says, and Jay Holiday is playing our song, I need to have that on cue. So when he said Jay Holiday is playing out, and when he did it the first time, it came in.
And you see,
perfect.
That kind of goes back to the initial conversation about like the sound effects and everything. But okay, granted, your point I get is that you were expecting it. It was part of your poem.
Yeah.
But sometimes that little insertion, depending on whatever she just said, and then you get that sound effect that ties in directly to what she just said. That just says, like, you have to think about it too. Okay, you want to keep the poet in their zone. They are performing. The good thing about it being lax is that, we're just having fun. So if you mess up, you'll be like, oh my bad, sorry. Nobody cares, no one judges. But like that little sound effect or that little song coming in, that is what makes it even more enjoyable for the audience. Because they're like, oh shit, this poem is woo! So all of those, but like how you said that when Jay Holiday comes in on your song, everybody it makes some giggle.
It gets a giggle, but it gets you in the vibe, like, yeah.
Exactly. Miss Grandma Shimon, that lady.
I was like, when she
Like-
saw me in Grandma Shit, she was like I kid you not. I was, you see how Grandma Shit was, you see that part where the yogurts and thing was, that was coming around that corner?
She just rolled up
And
on you.
right there, she was coming over to like the cereal aisle, and it was just banging that corner. She's like, hey, how are you?
Yeah, you
And
have
I'm
to
like,
cross some
and
figs.
I was literally like blank-minded, like, okay, who's this chick? I have this serious problem since I came back from college. I can't remember names of places.
Oh, no,
So I would see your
that's
face, but don't remember
funny.
your name. I remember your name, but don't ask me who your face is. So I saw the chick and I was like, I know your face, but I don't remember where I went from. And then she started talking and I was like, I think I blushed.
I think I'm mad.
Yeah, I think I did.
I think I've had many of those experiences. It's been so bad that I've been in the club, I've been in Carnival Village, and had people tell me all sorts of different things. But what I would like is if somebody could videotape the reaction of the men when I say certain poems, because I've heard many different stories where they get up, they hold their head,
Start
they walk
fanning,
around, they sit
they
down,
walk
they
outside.
get up. And I'm so into doing what I do. I just miss it. So like if somebody could tape some reactions to me, I would love to.
I mean, I'd be busy enjoying the poem, but
I know,
guess
but
could try.
it would be so cool because
But
like
their
I
facial reactions
It's
would
ridiculous.
kill me. And then like the fact that when they verbally react,
yeah, like oh,
but this is what I be going on in here. Yeah, and
you
then I
just hear
what
in
I
the
be
back
doing,
of like you just hear like the
excuse me. Like, why would I know Crystal from you? This is
Me and Crystal,
This is me with my drink.
But that little spit that we had, that Crystal and I had recently, the last country, was fun because it tempted me to like I didn't realize how like technically in sync our poems are when it comes to this stuff. Like she says stuff that she wants. I says the stuff that she wants to give, that she wants to receive.
Yeah.
So it's like
It tells like a nice
if you
little
know,
story.
like, and exactly, and that night we literally told, like our poems literally told a story from like me. Like she started with like, I want this. I answered with, you can get this, but then I want it this way. But then you can have it this way.
That was a really
And then,
good movie.
and then she was like, okay, well then if you can give it to me this way, I want it to fuck my mind. And then I was like, okay, well if you want me to fuck your mind, well then here, you can have this thing. You know? And it was like, and for me, it was like the greatest combination ever. And if I got into, if I got into like recite the poem like,
The
after
last one?
that'd have been excellent.
But you see, this is why the Battle of the Sexes is so awesome.
My favorite.
Just because, and it's once a year, and it gives you
Twice.
12 months. 12 months, because, you know, the women be killing it. We are just
No, but last year I put it down.
Yeah,
Last
but
year I put it down. I had
last
to
year you
follow.
held it down for the men, but the men were kind of scarce last
we
year.
need
And
people
I
like
mean,
we need them back because we used to have a guy named Ken that
Yeah.
used to show up.
But Ken was
around.
there with me tonight. That's what we hold it down. Me and Ken was
I
there.
know, but like Ken needs to come back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
really dope. He has
But
some
Ken
really
recently
dope.
added me on Facebook, and I added him to the group, so I think he'll get more knowledge
Okay,
of
good,
the
because
events.
his mind is amazing as well. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
what's his
guys
name?
come and recite, because it's, again, we already have such an influx of women that when you hear a man, you're like, yeah, so what you coming with? How I got
Like,
but to
And
you?
not only that, it's fun for the men always having this opportunity to have the reaction when they hear you and like Mahmeda, like, oh, I want to sit on there and be like, well, who are you, sir? That's what you be doing, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get that reaction also. Like, okay, so
I want to touch my imaginary girl, like,
Well, y'all gotta come for the 5th anniversary.
it could be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
It
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
lit.
on point, and I bring some fire. Yeah, I bring it.
Well, I guess I know what the theme is going to be.
I bring it.
Fire and desire.
Hey, there you go.
We did have that
We
one.
had it. I
Yeah.
think I was the one that did
We
that.
hosted that one.
I hosted
yeah.
that one last
Fire
year.
and Desire.
Fire and Desire.
We could bring